want none. You don't want none. Say y'all again. Meet us at Kroger Field. Meet us at Kroger Field. Meet us at Kroger Field.
You know, here's the thing about college football. You can trash talk. That's all. That's part of college football. It's normal to trash talk. You know how it is. Florida trash talks. Georgia trash talks. We trash talk. But why does Kentucky trash talk? That's a question that I have been wondering for several years. All throughout YouTube, my experience on YouTube, I sit here and wonder, what gives Kentucky the right to trash talk about football and not basketball? What gives them the right? I don't get it. I mean, I just don't understand it at all. To talk trash about basketball, that makes sense. Kentucky, y'all are good in basketball. We all know that. Y'all have been good in basketball for several years and several decades probably too. I don't know because I don't watch basketball. Right? But I do watch college football. Squidtard Sports is a channel made for college football content. So yes, I do watch college football. And unfortunately for a Kentucky fan, y'all suck at football. Don't act like you don't at all. You can't. Not one time can you act like you don't suck at football, because we all know you do. You've sucked for ages. Ages. Y'all have had years where you've been worse than Tennessee could ever be. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Kentucky fans love to bring up history. They love to talk about the historical events of Tennessee football. They love to talk about the down years of Tennessee. They love to talk about Georgia State. Well, guess what? Let's just take a pathway through the history of Kentucky versus Tennessee. Forget the 90s for a minute. Forget the 80s. Even forget the 2000s. The worst decade in Tennessee football history has finally come to an end. What was our record against, let's see. What were we? 0-10 against Alabama this past decade. 1-9 against Florida. 4-6 against Vandy. Vandy, our little brother Vandy. 4-6 against them. Well, now, put all that aside for a second and just think about it. Tennessee's record against Kentucky in the past decade must be pretty bad, right? Must be pretty bad. I mean, the worst decade of Tennessee football. Kentucky must have probably got some few wins against Tennessee. Oh, yeah. 8-2. 8-2. That just goes to show how atrocious y'all are as a football program. All right. First of all, y'all can never get that win. The only win you had against Tennessee was the 2 worst seasons Tennessee's ever had. On Lyle's worst year ever, and of course Lyle's at Alabama right now getting ready to be put at head coach because Saban came down with the COVID. But as for you, Kentucky, I mean, the fact is, you're just not very good. You've never been very good at football. Even in your best year, you could never beat Tennessee. Y'all had, in 2018, for example, y'all had Benny Snell and Josh Allen, two of the best players I've ever seen on your team, leading you guys. You guys had a stacked defense, a pretty good offense too. Well, one-sided, but it was good enough. What'd y'all do against Tennessee that year? That's right. But I know y'all are tired of hearing about the past, even though that's all you talk about. Let's talk about this game, though. Tennessee, by far the more talented team. That's just how it is. We lost to Georgia last week because they were the more talented team. You guys are losing to us this week because we are the more talented team. By far. By far. Y'all love to talk about how crappy Jarrett Garantano is, huh? His crappy showing against Georgia. Our offense is so trash. Look at y'all's offense. Golly, y'all are terrible on offense. Terry freaking Wilson. Turnover, Terry. God, this guy. Is this guy really going to be the one to get the win over Tennessee? No. Stop it. Stop it. No. Y'all are going to put another wide receiver in at quarterback to be able to beat the Vols. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Turnover Terry is not getting it done. And that's just how it is. Alright? Y'all are coming to Knoxville and taking a gigantic L. That's the reality of the situation here. I don't even know why Kentucky fans are hyped up for this game. You guys have a generation... For generations, you've been taking fat L's. Fat L's. I mean, that's just how it is. Y'all can never beat us. Hell, you've never beaten Florida or Georgia either. I don't even know why you even bother to think about us. Golly. I mean, think about beating teams like South Carolina and Mizzou and Vandy. You can beat those guys. You're not beating Tennessee. Stop it. Stop it. You never had a chance in this game, and you definitely won't when this kicks off at noon Saturday. So stop it. Stop it. Benny Snell and Josh Allen are gone. They've been gone for 2 years. You have no talent. No talent on your team. None. Unfortunately for you, most of our running backs are better than yours. Our defense is better than yours, and that's the only thing that's shined for you so far in this season. Oh, we held Mississippi State to 2 points. Have you taken a look at Mississippi State? They lost to freaking Arkansas the week before they played y'all. Stop it. That's not a quality win. We beat Missouri 2 weeks ago. I mean, absolutely blew them out of the water because that's just how it was. They were the more talented team. And again, we're bound to do the same to y'all. Quit acting like you have this just this amazing, talented football team. Y'all are sitting here talking about winning the freaking East. Are you kidding me? Compete for 4th in the East. Stop it with the whole, we're going to win the East this year. We might even get 2nd. You're not getting any of those things. So just stop it. Just stop it. It's not happening. You're not beating Tennessee. You're not beating Florida. You're not beating Georgia. You're not beating any 3 of those teams. They're way more talented than you, and they're going to blow you out of the water. I'm not going to sit here and say you guys are a terrible team, but you're average. Very average. Possibly below average. I don't know. Maybe below average. Whew. Oh boy. But y'all have been awfully loud, haven't you? Talking about this whole thing, how Kentucky is just going to blow Tennessee out of the water because we had a very awful performance against Georgia last week. Have you taken a look at Georgia? Of course you haven't. But, I mean, you're bound to take like a 60-point L to them sometime. Y'all do this every single year. Every year with Kentucky fans. Y'all really sit here and act like you stand a chance. You never have. You never will. This is going to be the third year in a row that Kentucky fans are going to get disappointed. And, you know, I don't even feel bad for y'all. I really don't. Y'all have it coming. You run your mouth every offseason talking about the things that Terry Wilson is going to do. No. Terry Wilson ain't going to do nothing but lose this game for y'all. That's just how it is. You don't have an offense. Your defense is the only thing that stands out. And even Tennessee's defense is better than Kentucky's. So, I don't know. I feel pretty good as a Kentucky fan if I was able to stay in this game. Because you're not winning it. You're not. So stop it with that. It's not happening. I don't know what else to tell you guys. So, yeah. Take that as it is, Kentucky. I don't know what else to tell you. But I will tell you this. 24 hours from now, the game will kick off. And when the game will kick off, you realize just how far away you are from being able to compete with the big boys in the East. Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, they're all going to dominate you this season like we have been. You never stood a chance against them. Every year, every freaking year, you guys act like you're something. You guys act like you're about to do something. You even have a higher ego than the Vol Twitter. How is that possible? How is it possible to have a higher ego than Volunteer Twitter? I'll tell you why it's possible. Because Kentucky fans don't know what they're talking about. But I'll tell you, I know exactly what I'm talking about. And what I'm talking about is that these guys, the Tennessee Vols, are going to give you a gigantic L tomorrow. Take the L, son. Prepare to take that L. Y'all are going down tomorrow. Get used to taking beatings from the Tennessee Vols every year. Woo!